Never actually finished this one or the next one. Because the third one has Murray in it.
While searching for a cure to the pirate-afflicting pox of LeChuck, the fates of Guybrush Threepwood and Morgan Le Fay are blown off course when they are swallowed by a lovelorn leviathan. Much to Morgan and Guybrush's surprise, an uneasy alliance to escape the beast blossoms into a genuine friendship between the pirate and pirate hunter. A tidal shift that leads Threepwood to the elusive pox curing Esponja Grande. But Guybrush learns too late that it is the wise pirate who prepares for the inevitable change in the winds as Morgan betrays him and returns him to the scientific clutches of the Marquis de Sange.
I'm just disappointed I couldn't get the fourth one working.
So, wait, what's the issue with the first one?
I only see about a third of the screen. So I've tried running it in different components and different... I've even tried windowing it and running it in a DOS box, but I still can't get the fourth one working.
Wow. It's weird.
The worst part is it's an original copy, which should work.
28, 29, 30,000 pieces of silver, mon petit chouchou. Just as we agreed.
It had better be, or I'll cut the difference out of your fluffy wig.
I got an idea. Why don't you let me go and I'll pay you double what the Marquis is paying.
Don't embarrass yourself, Threepwood.
I'll auction off my entire collection of autographed sextants.
Threepwood, you grossly underestimate the value of that which gushes through your body.
Well, I've got a pretty good idea. Why, my spit alone once won me 8,000 pieces of 8 on Booty Island.
Then you should die knowing that you gave a priceless gift to science! Finally! I've got this Threepwood, I've got the formula, and soon I'll have nothing left than life eternal! Oh, I'm as happy as a penguin sliding on its belly! What is this?
Ah, it's a welcome back party. I hope they brought ice cream cake.
Guybrush Threepwood. We've been waiting a long time for this.
Hey, why can't I stop my legs?
What? No! No, come back! This cracker croaker's got a date in the court of pirate law! You test tube tinker and Talleyrand! What?
And then the scurvy dog'll hang.
Arr! Arr!
Keelhauling would be a lot nastier than hanging.
You! After him!
Hey, I brought you Threepwood, and you paid me. We're done here.
We'll just see about that.
Shouldn't it be trial and tribulations, not trial and execution?
Captain Threepwood, having been found guilty of all charges, you'll be taken to the nearest ship and keel-hauled until your ravaged skin hangs in tatters from your bleeding.
Guilty? But I haven't been charged with anything yet.
You haven't? Where's that incompetent prosecutor?
Right here, Your Honor.
Oh god.
Oh, great.
Isn't it bad when me and Threepwood are on the same...
Stan had to in flagrante his delicto, and there was a line in the washroom.
Belay your excuses, you sniveling sea weasel, and get on with the charges. I've got grog waiting for me at Club 41.
Of course, Your Immensity. Your Honor, pirates and wenches of the gallery.
Hey, that's us.
This evening I will prove beyond a scintilla of a shadow of a doubt that Guybrush Threepwood is guilty of no fewer than 4 heinous crimes.
I thought there'd be 3.
Firstly, that he did knowingly engage in a bar fight that horribly injured the beloved feline of local pirate elder, Hemlock McGee.
Hanging still good for it.
Secondly, during this self-same fight, Captain Threepwood spilled boiling nacho sauce on the exposed leg of Bosun Catherine Krebs, hideously scarring one of Flotsam's shapeliest gams. Thirdly, that he did conspire with one Joaquin de Oro to craft and sell counterfeit porcelain power pirates.
All about spreading the box.
And finally, that he folded, spindled, and mutilated this previously pristine ex belonging to Flotsam's newest arrival, Killick Hardtack.
What the heck?
Yeah, he did that to me.
Captain Threepwood, having heard the grave charges arrayed against you, how do you plead?
I plead guilty. Will I get out of here any quicker?
Most definitely.
Great. Then I plead.
After the summary executions by keel hauling, hanging, boiling, and scaphism.
Escapism?
Trust me, kid, you don't want to know.
Okay, then. I plead not guilty by reason of insanity.
You look pretty sane to me.
Sure, now, but any second I could start using monkeys as needle-nose pliers, or shooting myself out of trebuchets, or doing strange things with rubber trees. I'm crazy, I tells you. Crazy.
The defendant will cease his inane histrionics, or the court will be forced to yank out his tongue with a rusty shrimp fork.
I think I upset him.
Okay, no insanity defense.
I think I upset the judge.
These charges are stupid. And believe me, I know from stupid.
Captain Threepwood, you're out of order.
I'm out of order. You're out of order. The whole mizzen-masting pirate legal system is out of order.
The defendant will shut his festering gob before the court shuts it for him.
Sorry. I plead 1000% not guilty. Especially that last one about the X.
Very well. Let it be recorded that the miserably guilty defendant has entered a plea of not guilty. Now, who would you like to represent your pathetic case?
Don't you have some sort of public defender?
A public defender? In pirate court?
A maroon.
So that'd be a no then. Hey Stan, why don't you represent me? For old time's sake.
You mean those old times when you swindled me out of a ship, stuck me in a coffin for 3 months, scammed my insurance company, and got me involved with high-risk doubloon derivatives?
Yes?
Sorry, kid, nothing personal, but I stand to make a bundle in legal fees off these honked-off Flotsamites. They really don't like you.
I guess I'll represent myself.
Captain Threepwood, are you aware of the old pirate court saying, the pirate who represents himself in court has a soon-to-be keel-hauled fool for a client?
Yes, Your Honor, and I am that fool.
Fine! Your move, counselor!
Here's your briefs, kid.
I know you can't do anything with Hardtack because he wasn't even on the island. Krebs. What the fuck is death by corset?
That sounds uncomfortable.
I know, it's just...
Squeezed to death.
Are you sure it's a squeeze to death, or it should be... could it be impaled using the whale bones of the corset?
Nah, I'm gonna go with squeeze. Squeezing the internal organs.
Felonious feline frightening. Sentence: 1 ball of yarn and death by mauling. Plaintiff's pussycat seems traumatized, but Court has seen too many crippled pirates miraculously healed by the tonic of a cash settlement. If that kitty moves an inch, this case is over. So you need to move the bloody thing. Then we got Dora the Explorer. Counterfeit collectibles. Witness testifying in return for lighter sentence. Court does not trust stool parrots. Their testimony is only as firm as the last bribe. The sentence is confiscation of the sextants and death by 8-sided dice. What the f... What is death by 8-sided dice? And I am one of the witnesses. Defendant arrested in possession of tiny sea sponge, which he insists will cure the pox. Court is skeptical, but has confiscated an artifact as matter of policy. Defendant also in possession of unremarkable wedding ring that will likely be used to defray his funeral costs. The stenographer is dead.
Could you read that last bit back for me? Very interesting. I don't even remember saying exsanguinate. No, I'm not questioning your professionalism. It's just that I don't even know the meaning of... Yes, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am.
How do you know that's a ma'am? It's just a skeleton.
That paralyzed cat is creepy.
That just makes it horrible. The cat's eyes are moving.
That empty nacho plate is making me hungry. I'm surprised Doro ever fell for that. Why is it always an X? Why not T marks the spot?
Why not a Q marks the spot?
Stinkbeard's common laws for common pirates. Laws? Pirates don't need no stinking laws.
Fine, then we'll proceed with the execution.
On the other hand, maybe I could use a few good laws right now.
Pirates don't need any sticking laws. Fine, we'll proceed with the execution.
Looks like there was one whale of a fender bender while the winds were blowing out. That's why I always sail defensively and carry state arm insurance.
Painful.
This reminds me of the time I kissed Elaine under the mistletoe, and a rotting corpse fell on me. Just a moment, Your Honor. Hey, Stan.
No fraternizing between the defense and prosecution while court is in session.
If you want to gab, call for a recess.
I, don't know what to do.
That's why you should have a lawyer, you blithering blather skate!
Sorry.
Look, Threepwood, it's pretty easy. You can call witnesses for any of the cases. Once they're on the stand, you can question them, confront them with evidence from the evidence table, if it's pertinent to the case, or attempt to confront them with new evidence that you've brought into court.
You'd best be careful about that last one, though. Nothing gets on me nerves more than a defendant attempting to clog my court with useless chunks of jetsam.
And of course, you can always ask for a recess so you can check your briefs.
Thanks. If it pleases the court, I'd like to call Bailiff Hardtack to the stand.
Bailiff Hardtack! Oh, that's me. Do you swear on Blackbeard's log to tell the truth to the best of your ability as a grog-swilling, backstabbing pirate? I suppose.
Bailiff Hardtack, could you tell the court about your claim against Guybrush Threepwood?
Well, back on Spinner Cay, I was getting ready to bury me modest chest of treasures, you see. My collection of spaghetti strainers, my silver paprika shaker, and so on. when all of a sudden this Threepwood bloke runs up to me, waving his arms and telling me to look out for a three-headed monkey that's right behind me. Well, naturally, I turned and looked, but there was nothing there. When I regained my composure, Threepwood was nowhere to be found. And worst of all...
Yes?
He dug up my perfectly good ex. It's ruined now.
Oh, come on.
He's all yours, buddy.
This whole story about your ex is a big fat lie, isn't it?
No, sir.
Come on, you're lying. Admit it.
No, sir.
Come on.
Oh, you got me, sir.
But why?
Well, I didn't have anything else to do after you killed me boss and left me without a job. Oh, I could have charged you with that instead. Oh.
Your Honor, I move for a mistrial.
Granted! Bailiff Hardtack, as punishment for wasting this court's time, you will be compelled to wear Lizzing's wig of foppery until such time
Who
as I
is
have no
Lizzing?
longer attempted to gavel you into a fine paste.
I'm quite sure she's from a comic or something.
Oh, it's delightful.
Hey, Hardtack.
Defense will refrain from addressing the bailiff in open court.
Sorry. I'd like to call Bosun Catherine Krebs to the stand.
Catherine Krebs. Do you swear on Blackbeard's log to tell the truth to the best of your ability as a grog-swilling, backstabbing pirate?
Aye. Bosun Krebs, could you tell the court what happened on that fateful day?
I was minding my own business at Club 41 with a mug full of grog and some zesty nachos, when all of a sudden that blindfolded Jasper barreled into me, knocked me nacho sauce into me lap, and gave me this disfiguring scar.
Machi machi.
Aye, that takes me back.
Ooh.
Bailiff, supply the prosecutor and the defendant with sketches of the burns for their briefs.
Aye, aye, Your Honor.
Lots of luck, kid.
You're lying about this whole nacho business, aren't you?
Nay, are you lying about being a mighty pirate?
I'll ask the questions here. Come on, you're lying. Admit it.
No.
Objection, Your Honor. Defense is badgering the witness.
Knock it off, Threepwood!
You're lying about this whole nacho business, aren't you?
Well,
Hey,
that won't work.
Are you lying about being a mighty pirate?
I'll ask the questions here. I have no more questions for this witness, Your Honor.
You may step down, Bosun Krebs.
I'd like to call Joaquin Jacinto de Mera Alfonso de Oro to the stand.
Joaquin de Oro. Do you swear on Blackbeard's log to tell the truth to the best of your ability as a grog-swilling, backstabbing pirate?
Si?
Senor de Oro.
Captain Doro.
Yes, of course. Why are you here today?
I was recently arrested for trying to sell a counterfeit Dark Ninja Dave porcelain power pirate figurine. A counterfeit figurine crafted by Guybrush Threepwood.
Actually, that wasn't so surprising.
Your witness, counselor.
Senor Doro, is it not true that you're an inveterate liar?
No?
So it is true that you're an inveterate liar.
No. Yes. I don't know. What does inveterate mean?
Objection! Your Honor, the defense is attempting to confuse the witness with big words.
Sustained! The defense will take into account the witness's limited vocabulary.
Liar, yes?
Me liar, no.
I suggest trying another line of inquiry, Threepnod.
I have no more questions for this witness, Your Honor.
You may step down, Mr. D'Oro.
That's Captain D'Oro.
I'd like to call Hemlock McGee to the stand.
Hemlock McGee!
What's that? Oh.
And do you swear on Blackbeard's...
Yeah. Listen, Pinky. I knew Blackbeard back when he was blotchy Black Peach Fuzz. Just let me at him.
Ensign McGee, it's your contention that Captain Threepwood injured your cat.
Injured? He practically crushed him. Hit him right in the puss with a stuffed manatee Eddie did.
Welcome back.
How is your cat today?
See for yourself. The poor dear is paralyzed with fear. I have to feed her through a tube. Oh, my poor Miss Pretty Whiskers. Oh, little pretty.
Pretty Whiskers.
You're a witness, kid.
This whole cat thing is a scam to get back at me for getting you kicked out of Club 41, isn't it?
How can you look at my sad little pussycat and call me a liar? Oh, just look at her.
Oh.
Admit it. You're nothing but a no-good, no-legged, stinky liar.
Objection. Defense is mocking my client's disability.
Sustained! The defense will refrain from insulting the witness's pungent body odor.
It is fun. I'm just actually trying to figure out what to do.
I have no more questions for this witness, Your Honor.
You may step down.
I've played the other three, and now I'm playing this one. So now I've got to figure out what to do with this. I've got one guy wearing a wig, lying. Well, he's wearing the wig to stop the judge from gavelling him into a fine paste. Would be the better way of putting it. Well, he has to wear Lindsay's wig of foppery until the judge no longer wants to gavel him into a fine paste.
Your Honor, I'd like to call Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate, to the stand.
Guybrush Threepwood!
I'm right here.
Oh, right. Do you swear on Blackbeard's log to tell the truth to the best of your ability as a grog-swilling, backstabbing pirate?
Ooh, what's this log made of? Calf leather? You just can't find craftsmanship like this these days. Oh, I do. Captain Sheepgood. Threepwood. Ah yes, Shreveport. Threepwood. Greensleeves. Threepwood. Treebeard. Threep. Sleep. Wood. Stack.
Objection. Defense is stalling.
The defense will get on with it, or the court will order his name legally changed to Captain Guts for Garters.
I think he really is pissed off.
Right, where were we?
Okay, so if I call myself, I can get the guy really, really angry at me.
I object.
To what?
To this trial. To your hat. To the way my beard's itching. I also object to the way that guy's looking at me. And to this hook. And...
Captain Threepwood, you will cease your foolish distractions before we come down and cease them for you! Right, where were we?
Okay, I'll leave them for later.
Your Honor, I'd like to call a recess to confer with my client.
Bailiff, please escort Captain Threepwood to the brig.
Aye, aye, Your Honor.
Well, at least I'm not about to be dissected by a crazy scientist. Now to break out of here, find Elaine and use La Esponja Grande to... Hey, what happened to my cool voodoo sponge?
All possessions will be returned to the prisoner once he has been cleared of all charges. In the likely event that the prisoner is not cleared of all charges, his property will be distributed to his heirs.
But I don't have any heirs that I know of.
Then they'll be auctioned off at eBay.
This part of the wall looks like it's made of pretty loose stuff. I wonder if I could dig my way out. This part of the wall looks like it's made of pretty loose stuff. I wonder if I could dig my way out. This part looks pretty loose.
Knock it off, you!
Hey, guard!
What do you want?
Aren't I entitled to some bread and water?
Bread and water? I pride myself on providing Flotsam's prisons with the finest in haute cuisine. Wait here.
Wait here. Huh, that's funny. This part of the wall looks like it's made of pretty loose stuff. I wonder if I could dig my way out. What do you know? Guess it wasn't so loose after all. Thought he'd never leave. What the? It's solid steel under here. Where's my dinner? My haute cuisine.
Oh, the prisoners don't get any food. That's for the guards and judges. Delicious, too.
Jerk. Hey, guard!
What do you want?
What's a guy gotta do to get a drink around here?
There's a bar right over there. All you gotta do is get released, and you can walk right in.
Oh. Has this jail got any reading material?
I'd suggest reading your legal briefs. You might need them.
Good tip. I'll get right on that when I need something to put me to sleep. I want to see my lawyer.
Your lawyer?
Yeah, you might have heard of him. Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate at law.
Fine. All right, Counselor. Judge Grindstump says you got 5 minutes.
That should be more than enough for this piece of scum. I hope you had a good excuse for dragging me out of bed at this ungodly hour. Got a plan to break out of this joint, but I need your help to smuggle in a wombat and 2 sticks of string cheese. You want me, an officer of the court, to aid in the jailbreak. Why, the mere idea is so preposterous that it's practically postposterous. Why, you...
What would you use a wombat and cheese for an escape for?
I'll get you, Threepwood, if it's the last thing I do!
Oh.
I know a wombat would by itself would be good for digging your way out,
Sorry about that, Mr. Threepwood.
but you wouldn't be
I know
very
those
big.
prisoners can be a rowdy lot.
Think nothing of it, Mr. Hardtack. Now, where can I find a good grog?
Club 41's right over there, sir.
Good thing the guards aren't very smart.
Hear ye, hear ye. Having finally captured the vile criminal Guybrush Threepwood, the Right Honorable Judge Wallace P. Grindstump has been recalled from his location to adjudicate and pass sentence on the loathsome
Bless
robbery.
you.
A public execution has been
Nah.
scheduled for dawn in the town square. Sandwiches will be provided. BYOG. Well, at least there'll be sandwiches.
I know wombats dig, that's why I said a wombat by itself would be great. But wombat and 2 pieces of string cheese. Wombats don't like cheese. They do like peanut butter though.
Lou?
You!
Oro?
I'll
What
throw
happened
the
to your
wombat
eye?
at guard.
I tell you what happened to
Come
my
back,
eye,
wombat.
smarty guy. When I dug up that phony Dark Ninja Dave you planted.
Allegedly planted?
Allegedly planted. I got a speck of dirt lodged in my eye. A week later it got infected. And Dr. Dessange had to cut it out.
Yeah, just bet he did.
Now I need a glass eye.
No, it was string cheese. And do you know how wombats fight?
Yeah, the claws.
No, they actually hide in a burrow and use their fat ass to get in the way, and that's very tough. But if something tries to climb over it, they use that fat ass of theirs to crush them against the roof of the burrow. I'm not kidding.
Why do you want a glass eye? An eye patch is much more pirate.
Eye patches are so last month. All the cool pirates are getting scary glass eyes these days.
And hooks are still cool, right?
Arr. I guess, but you really can't beat a glass eye.
Why do you want a glass eye? An eye patch is...
Eye patches are...
Hook?
I
What are you in for?
got arrested for trying to auction a counterfeit Dark Ninja Dave figurine at eBay.
eBay?
You know, that day with the auction thing.
Oh, yeah.
Well, luckily for me, Stan got me a reduced sentence in exchange for my testimony against you.
Me? What did I do?
You were the one that made the counterfeit Dave in the first place.
Oh, yeah. That.
Hey, if you want to know something weird about wombats, their poo is square. I'm not kidding. Their poo comes out as perfect squares.
I'm sorry about the jail time, but you've got to stop testifying against me. I've got a wife and scores of pirates to cure.
You're going to cure the pox?
Eventually, yeah.
Oh, I like that. All these poxed pirates are always making fun of me for not being poxed.
Come on then. Let's do some business.
I don't know about that.
Really? What can you offer me in return?
What?
That they've got green flesh.
I'll let you have your pick of my autographed sextants.
Ooh, do you have one of those limited edition Vasco da Gama sextants?
Yeah, but you can't have that one.
Oh, what about the Ferdinand Magellan quad action sextants? Hmm?
Yeah, but you can't have that one either. On second thought, I really don't want to part with my sextants. I got a crate full of fine leather jackets back in my hold that have your name all over them.
No thanks. Leather makes me chafe.
How about I get you a glass eye for your eye hole?
That sounds interesting.
It's a deal.
But
I knew there'd be a big noisy butt somewhere in there.
I want a really cool glass eye.
And what, pray tell, makes a cool glass eye?
It has to have a really cool color. Like the color in the eyes of those nasty poxed pirates when they're really, really angry.
I'll see what I can do.
Okay, I've got to find this out. Because that sounds like just this bullshit story that we would tell foreigners.
What's that?
That they've got green meat. No, they don't. It's a furphy. Your friends have been telling you a furphy.
Why do you want a glass eye? An eye patch is much more
Eye patch. I get.
You know, I can't help but notice that you don't seem to be afflicted by the pox of LeChuck.
Oh, don't remind me. All the other pirates have gotten the pox, so why not me?
You thought about the possibility that you might not actually be a pirate?
I am too a pirate.
Yep, it's a furphy.
Okay, you are a pirate. I'm sure the pox will be coming for you any day now. Associating with hardened criminals like you can't be good for my legal situation.
As soon as he said that, it was, yep, it's a furphy.
Gotta watch out for those deadly stuff.
Guybrush Threepwood. Nice to see you out and about, kid.
It's more the hoop snakes and the melon monsters you gotta watch out for.
Well, there is a pretty scary looking rat in my cell. At least I hope it's a rat.
Well, that's just swell, kid. Look, could you get out of the way and make...
Hey, it's an Australian pastime for taking the piss out of foreigners, so that's why it's sort of... Does that seem like a furphy to me? Because that really does.
What are you doing out here? Shouldn't you be prepping for trial?
Hey, no offense, kid, but the day old Stan can't beat you in open court with one wildly flapping arm tied behind his back is the day I haul my corpus juris back to Jambalaya Island for the full restitutio and integrum. Know what I mean?
Not really.
Exactly.
So if you're not preparing for trial, what are you doing out here?
Following Stan's rule number 1, ABM.
ABM?
Always be merchandise.
That's where they get the name from.
People love following the trials of famous pirates, even B-list pirates like yourself.
B-list?
That's why old Stan got all the souvenirs and timeless keepsakes you'll ever need to remind you of this month's Trial of the Century.
Okay, furphy tanks were a model of tank that were made in the late 1800s, early 1900s, and it was the tanks that were used to replenish most of the Australian frontline troops during World War I. They would ask about what's happening. They would ask about what's happening in the back home or up behind the lines, and a lot of the times they would just feed the troops bullshit, morale increasing bullshit just to make them feel better. But at the same time, they knew it was a lie. So the term furphy came to basically saying, yep, it's bullshit, or yep, it's a furphy.
How are sales going?
Great. Celebrity merchandise is always a good investment, especially if you suspect that the celebrity in question is about to become a wind chime in the gallows. Nothing sells like dead celebrities.
Yeah? Well, I don't plan on dying today.
And I didn't plan to wear the same jacket for 20 years, but here we are.
Stan, about these charges.
Sorry, kid, can't talk. Conflict of interest, attorney, pirate privilege, and all that stuff. But la, not talking to you about it.
I know I'll kick myself for asking, but what sorts of trial souvenirs are you selling?
See you later.
The question you should be asking is what kind of souvenirs am I not selling? Behold, the People vs. Threepwood collection.
Hey, a little me.
That's right, Threepwood, a faithful reproduction right down to the lacy garter belt.
Hey, I only wore those once.
It is I, Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate.
Sounds nothing like me.
Yeah, I know. To be honest, your real voice didn't focus test all that well.
What's that?
That, my piratey friend, is a little novelty I like to call Draw the Beard on the Guybrush. Using the power of magnetism and iron shavings, you can give Flotsam's most notorious criminal an infinite array of amusing and degrading hairstyles. Observe. What the? This one doesn't have a magnet. And look, it's leaking iron shavings. This is what you get when you use shoddy Fat Island labor.
Is that supposed to be you?
None other. Now you and your friends can relive the trial of the century while lounging.
And here you are
around
learning
in
new
this
stuff that you haven't
comfortable
heard
t-shirt,
before. Isn't
emblazoned
that right,
with the
Sal?
iconic image of yours truly, a crusading attorney bringing his no-holds-barred.
I guess you didn't know what a furphy was.
I hadn't
On
heard the
second
term
thought,
furphy, but
Say no more.
I had an inkling.
Yeah.
No matter how many times I see it, I can't get over your jacket.
You like it? I just had it in for its annual restitching and de-rezzing.
I noticed that you're remarkably free of the pox.
Well, I use it a lot.
Nothing remarkable about it at all, Threepwood. Haven't you been paying attention? The pox only affects real, 100% honest to Blackbeard pirates. Now, I've been many things in this life. A salesman, real estate agent, a troubadour, stevedore, ralphador, and even a brief but memorable stint as an exotic dancer to pay my way through law school. But one thing I'm not and never will be is a pirate.
Ah. See you in court, Stan.
Hey, that's pretty funny.
Stan's Courtroom Souvenir Emporium? What happened to the Keel Hauler Gazette offices?
The keel hauler? That's
Stan
old
is
news,
the best.
Threepwood. Get it? Old news? The whole keel hauler operation was bought out and shut down by those bigwigs at the Flotsam Times weeks ago.
Oh, I bet Davy Nipperkin didn't like that.
Are you kidding? Old Nipperkin made out like a bandit. I heard he's getting ready to retire on his share of the sale.
Looks like someone's finally getting around to cleaning the carpet that got, stained during my bar fight. When I was a younger pirate, I used to lie awake on the deck of my ship and gaze at the seagulls as they majestically swooped and bobbed through the evening sky. And then they started pooping on me. So I stopped doing that. Snazzy. I still don't know what the 41 stands for, though. Now that the winds are blowing in again, Flotsam Island is once more soaking up most of the pox of the chuck. That lamp is leaking oil.
Not just any oil, manatee oil.
Oh, that's not right.
Where the hell did he come from?
Ladies' Night. Club 41 open to the public. Well, that's a welcome change of pace. I wonder if Club 41's changed its restricted policies. So. Ah, Club 41. Nothing screams pirate bar like the aroma of moldy grog sprinkled with just a hint of sea spray and shattered dreams.
I will double your quadrupled rate.
Keep your gold, Silk Pants. You can't afford me anymore.
But you must break Threepwood out of jail and bring him back to me. He is the only one who has the poxalicious strains that I need.
You're a little behind the times, Demange. I'm pox-free and fit as a fiddle. See?
Impossible.
Nothing's impossible when Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate, is involved. And after I cure my wife and everyone else,
Wife?
Yeah. She was standing right next to me when LeChuck exploded, so the pox hit her pretty hard.
I want you to hunt down and capture this wife of Guybrush Threepwood.
Hey!
What part of Non do you not comprendes?
But I need her! She's the only other pirate who could possibly have the Threepwood strain of the pox!
Then get her yourself.
My dear Mademoiselle Leflay, I don't get people. I hire people like you to get them for me. And if you won't get them, then maybe I'll find someone to get you.
I don't like to be threatened.
Oh! Oh, my phalange!
What the?
Oh! That was a very, very bad mistake, mademoiselle.
Well, it wouldn't be the first.
Jerk. Nice dartboard.
Isn't it, though? Ah, it was one of the few things I managed to salvage when I was washed ashore on Flotsam all those years ago.
Can I play around?
Unfortunately, the darts were lost a few weeks ago during a bar fight. And pity, too. What with the annual Flotsam Island Dart Tournament tomorrow night.
Set me up with a line of Blood Island volcano shots.
Me pleasure. These come with our complimentary Club 41 insulated volcano shot glasses. Hewn out of molten lava. They can keep hot liquids hot for a week.
Impressive.
I think that's giving me a hint.
Ooh, that's some hot grog on grog action. I'll just save this last one for later. What's that artistic abomination?
Ah, that be a painting of Flotsam Island's notorious jungle beast, painted by our own Hemlock McGee.
Hemlock? Really?
Aye, no one knows more about our legendary beastie than old Hemlock.
I wonder what happened to Murray. Well, nothing like a little hot wax on a cold, flotsam night.
Yeah, I've got to find some stuff to pour on my leg or someone else's leg.
What's this?
That'll be Club 41's famous Flotsam Island Ladies' Night buffet table. In a few hours, it'll be spilling over with flaming chocolate cupcakes, barbecued narwhal horns, deep-fried petit fours, and all that other girly stuff that our swashbuckling lady pirates love.
That's disgusting. Deep fried petit fours. Do you know what that is? Flaming chocolate cupcakes sounds wrong, but deep fried petit fours. Do you even know what a petit four is?
Ah, this must be the screaming narwhal that my ship is named after. Creepy. Now that I've spent some time inside these docile Don Juans of the deep, I feel kind of queasy about seeing their heads mounted on a wall.
Okay, he's now calling manatees Don Juans.
Occupied!
Sorry.
Hey, Cell, do you know what a petit four is? Okay, there was that oil over here.
I almost feel guilty about this. Almost.
Oi, Cell.
Hmm?
Do you know what a petit four is? Yes, no, you don't know what a petit four is?
Ah, I'm sorry, I was distracted.
Who goes there?
It's me, Guybrush
Deep fried
Threepwood,
chocolate
mighty
monkey
pirate
voice.
law.
No,
Oh, Councillor Threepwood.
they're actually an undersized baguette. What you do is you get an entire baguette stick and cut them up into 2-inch long pieces and proof them up next to each other to create a long stick of rolls that you pull off, but you make sure they're underbaked. So you're talking about deep fried underbaked baguette rolls. That's disgusting.
No hard feelings about being humiliated in open court?
No worries, mate. I've been humiliated so often it's kind of second nature to me by now.
I
Besides, I didn't really think it was much of a case anyway. But that Stan fella, he seemed to think I could make a pretty piece of it off of your untimely execution. So I figured, what the heck?
I'd like to go into the jungle. I need to talk to a large voodoo lady about a not-so-large sponge.
Sorry, mate. I'm afraid I can't allow prisoners to wander out into the jungle. You might get lost or go into hiding.
But I'm not a prisoner.
Oh,
I'm the prisoner's attorney, Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate at law.
Well, that is a stumper, all right. But just to be on the safe side, I think it would be for the best if I kept both Guybrush Threepwoods out of the jungle until their trials are over.
What are you doing on Flotsam Island anyway?
Well, after that series of misadventures on Spinner Cay, I found myself without a captain or a ship.
Sorry about that.
It happens. So I drifted for a bit before landing here on Flotsam. Now I've hired on as Judge Grindstump's personal bailiff / chef, creating all sorts of new delicacies for his nightclub. It's a bit of a dream come true, it is.
How's the pox of LeChuck treating you?
Oh, it's It's
There's
not
a,
so bad. I mean, there is the
distributor
incessant
that
drive
sells
to
them.
commit acts of monstrous evil, of course. It's a bit of a drag on the social life. But my pillaging swing has never been better. So, I guess you could say it's a bit of a wash. Tell you one thing I didn't expect. The slaw cravings. I mean, honestly, mate, what's that all about?
Petty force.
What the hell is slaw?
Slaw?
Yeah.
Slaw is cabbage and carrots, a little bit of seasoning.
Oh, coleslaw?
Yeah.
Why the hell are they calling it slaw?
Americans like to shorten the names of things.
Coleslaw is coleslaw. You just... Yeah, wrong.
Well, you know, you order
I better get some of this before it
barbecue
cools.
sandwich, want some slaw.
Warm.
Coleslaw is coleslaw. We're just... What is wrong with you Americans?
Morgan left Mr. Winslow circling the island, just outside the reach of Flotsam's wing.
Plenty of things. What is wrong with you Australians?
How long do you have?
So the answer is the same either way.
It's Jacques, the electromagnetic monkey.
I am an electromagnetic monkey. I think I know what to do with the cat.
Let's see if this will work. Aha! Come on, let's get you out of here. What kind of a madman keeps a perfectly good magnetic monkey locked in a cage?
What do you think? Iron shavings and a magnetic monkey.
Mm-hmm.
The doctor is busy! He must be really busy if he needs all those exclamation points.
Threepwood, stay away from my laboratorium.
Ow! What the heck is DeSinge doing up there anyway? Ooh. Dizzly. You know, if I was a little more scientifically inclined, I might be worried about the effects this stuff is having on any future generations of Threepwoods.
Well, I've got a blue and a red, so that I can make purple. But do you think molten glass or this cause? No, the caustic would be better to actually burn a hole. Then we can use the blue to make it purple. I wonder if I can combine them. Nope. Okay, figure out what that does. Somehow I've got to make it look like a purple skull and crossbones thing.
Icky. Hard to believe that nacho sauce could do that.
I've seen a leg that I can experiment on. I don't know what I'm going to do with it though.
That paralyzed cat is creepy. Hi there, Twinkle Toes.
Enjoy your last moments of freedom, cause you're gonna pay for what you did to Miss Pretty Whiskers.
I'd be happy to pay. Do you accept traveler's checks? How's Miss Grungy Whiskers doing?
Her name isn't Grungy Whiskers, you love a liquor. It's Miss Pretty Whiskers.
How's Miss Trashy Whiskers doing?
Trashy Whiskers? Listen up, Smucker. Her name is Miss Pretty Whiskers.
How's Miss Barfy Whiskers doing?
What? Barfy Whiskers? For the last time, you dancing dunce. Her name is Miss Pretty Whiskers.
Drop the charges and I'll spare your life.
Bah! life ain't hardly worth living without the sound of Miss Pretty Whisker's delicate pitter-pat on the bar floor.
I'm sure she feels the same way about the delicate pitter-pat of your stumps. How's the box treating you?
Oh, not too bad. I didn't really need that lung I coughed up.
Vestigial lungs are the worst. What exactly are you doing?
Mixing up Miss Pretty Whisker's food. What's it to you?
Can I have some?
No.
I hear you may know something about Flotsam's so-called jungle beast.
None have seen the jungle beast, but 'tis the scariest, foul-smellingest thing you ever didn't see. A dark jungle god that walks the land only by dead of night.
Dark jungle god?
Aye, 'twas said to live within the stomach of the god of death, feasting upon corpses, until one day death ate some bad shellfish and upchucked the jungle beast into existence. Ooh.
But if you haven't seen it, how do you know it exists?
Because it eats. To appease the beast, they've left many a fleshy sacrifice on the jungle altar. By morning, the meat disappears from the altar without a trace.
Disappearing meat. Yep, jungle god's the only explanation. I forgot the tale of the jungle beast.
None. The meat disappears.
Good story.
So,
See ya.
there's something that I have to do for the... Let's see if I can open this.
It's a broken Draw a Beard on Guybrush toy. Looks like it's leaking iron fillings.
Okay, let's try that.
Hey, look! A 5-headed bonobo!
Yep.
What? I didn't see nothing.
Sorry, must have been a weather balloon. One thing I've learned the hard way over the years is that you should never pull a monkey out of your pocket until the most dramatically useful moment. And that goes triple for an electromagnetic monkey.
Okay. I probably have to do that in court. So now I need this leg.
That's really, something.
Aye, isn't she a beauty? It's a prototype of my swashbuckling Susie long-lasting leg lamp. That crystal on top will glow for days.
Don't you think it's a little tacky?
Nah, pirates love this kind of stuff.
Look, an 8-legged alpaca!
Your fancy cryptozoology tricks won't fool me, laddie.
Okay, maybe I'll just experiment on it now.
Whoops!
Hey! Arr. Now look what you did. Arr. You clumsy clam clipper! You ruined my prototype! Now I'll have to start all over. Arr.
So if it's messed up, can I have it?
Fine, take it. Just get out of me sight. Arr.
This ought to help me get a leg up in the trial.
Now I can fiddle with that. Oh, it's already got the red, so I just need the blue. And that should be purple. Yep.
Hello there,
Don't know what the-
uninformed man on the street.
Don't know what the other ones are for.
What do you want?
Don't tell me you're still blowing glass. Surely a dry cleaning business would be more profitable.
Ha! That just shows what you know, Binky. People are clamoring for Crypt Digits unbreakable tubes. Clamoring!
What people?
Well, just one person, really. He ordered a huge supply. Don't ask me why.
Why?
I told you not to ask me that.
I see you can make a glass leg, but tell me, can you make a glass eye?
Eyes. But not just any glass eyes. Genuine imitation eyes made from the crystal wreaths themselves.
Genuine imitation eyes?
That's right. They'll imitate the eye color of anyone they see. You just point them at someone's eyes, give them a few seconds to set, and shazam! All new eye color. When you got a color you like, just pop it in your eye socket, and it'll stay that way forever.
I'm intrigued and cautiously optimistic. How much?
Here, try out this defective one for free.
Defective?
Aye, it's a little nearsighted, so you'll have to get up real close to the subject to capture their eye color.
Thanks. I take back all the nasty things I wrote in my diary about you.
That's disturbing.
How does it feel to be hideously diseased?
How do you think it feels?
Bad, I'd say. Pretty bad.
You got that right, missy.
Are you not outraged by this ridiculous trial?
Well, I'm just glad that scum-sucking Threepwood will finally be brought to justice.
I'm Threepwood.
Speaking of which, shouldn't you be in a holding cell or something?
We, get a 10-minute break every hour. It's the law. I'll see you in your, pectorals later.
Yeah, well, the three of us will be waiting.
I've just got to get some of this incredible bacon grease. There. Now my jacket and my pants smell like bacon. Wow. That bacon grease is still burning.
Let's see if I can piss this guy off and get his eye color.
Hi there, Twinkle Toes.
Enjoy your last moments of freedom. Cause you're gonna pay for what you did to Miss Pretty Whiskers.
I'd be happy to pay. Do you accept traveler's checks? Ah, how's Miss Barfy Whiskers doing?
What? Barfy Whiskers? For the last time, you dancing dunce. This is Pretty
Coffee.
Whiskers.
Come on. Okay, looks like I can't copy that one.
See ya.
Probably off the judge, because he's the only one that I've actually been able to do stuff while he doesn't get pissed off. He's too stupid to get upset.
Who goes there?
It's me, Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate at law.
Oh, Councillor Threepwood. What can I do for you?
How's the pox of LeChuck treating you?
Oh, it's not so bad. I mean, tell you one thing I didn't...
I'd like to return to court to defend my client.
All righty then. Let's find Judge Grindstump. The Pirate Court of Flotsam Island is back in session. The Right Honourable Wallace P. Grindstump presiding.
Let's keep it moving, Captain Threepwood.
Your Honor, I'd like to request a change of venue.
Where to?
Oh, how about back at your place? Just you, me, a jug of grog, a loaf of bread, and some scandalous legal briefs.
Captain Threepwood it is clumsy and off-putting attempts to seduce this court at once.
Made me uncomfortable, it did.
And Skippy.
I don't think anyone likes him hitting on the judge.
Hold that crazy pose. Gotcha!
Right, where were we?
Your Honor, I'd like to invoke my ex post facto privileges and move for a dramatis personae. No? Then can I ex ante omnes my quid pro quo?
Captain Threepwood!
Well, surely the court will give me time until my e pluribus unum reductus ad absurdum.
Defendant will stop pretending that he knows how to speak Latin! Right, where were we?
It's just. Huh? What? Right! It's just.
Your Honor, I'd like to call a recess to confer with my client.
Bailiff, please escort Captain Threepwood to the brig.
Aye, aye, Your Honor.
Hey, guard!
What do you want?
I want to see my lawyer.
Again?
He's not getting any smarter.
Well, he's not really in the jungle, so he's not that dumb. But he still is dumb. At least I can do this.
Captain Doro?
Do you have it?
One nigh indestructible glass eye. Pox-colored, just like all the cool pirates are wearing.
Hutchison, Topeka, and Santa Fe! Ay, 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 ay. My eye is really scary.
Now, according to Cryptigit, all you have to do to set it is pop it in your eye socket. Ooh,
How do I look?
dangerous.
I think you mean dangerously cool, eh?
Sure, whatever. Now, about your testimony.
No problem, mi amigo. Just call me back to the stand and ask me about this.
Your Dark Ninja Dave Porcelain Power Pirates treasure map? How'd you smuggle this into here?
In my, let's say, mouth.
Who got? Oh, it's you.
I'd like to return to court. to
Do you
defend
trust
my
him when he
client.
says mouth?
Alrighty then.
Nope.
Let's find Judge Grindstump. The Pirate Court of
Do I blame you?
Ireland is back in session. The Right Honourable Wallace P. Grindstump presiding.
Time is grog, Captain.
I'd like to recall Captain Doro to the stand.
Can someone pull D'Oro out of his cell?
The court would like to remind Captain Doro that he is still under oath.
See?
Captain Doro, what can you tell me about this map?
Objection!
Defense Exhibit 42, Your Honor. This is the map the witness used to find his Dark Ninja Dave Power Pirate.
I'll allow it. But shut your eternally flapping mouth, you festering chumhole!
Oh, poor Stan.
I purchased this map at eBay 6 months ago from a traveling salesman with a plaid jacket and waving arms. He said that it was an authentic Dark Ninja Day Porcelain Power Pirates treasure map, but I have since learned that it was just as counterfeit as the Power Pirate it led me to.
And who was the dastardly swindler who sold you this map?
It was...
Hey, would you look at that? I misfiled my glorious mundus. Your Honor, on behalf of the Porcelain Power Pirates Corporation, I'd like to ask that all charges pertaining to the unfortunate counterfeiting of the Dark Ninja Dave action figure be dropped against Captains Joaquin D'Oro and Guybrush Threepwood.
Smart move, Counselor. In the matter of Porcelain Power Pirates versus D'Oro versus Threepwood, etc., 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 this court finds in favor of the defendants.
All this justice? Where's the hangings?
You want hangings? Just keep it up, you swabs!
So Stan is the one in charge of the Porcelain Power Pirates. So he's just been screwed over for a few times.
I'd like to call Hemlock McGee back to the stand.
I'm right here.
That was quick.
I'd like to
I'm
remind...
still under oath.
So, monkey on cat. Let's see if that works.
Your Honor, pirates and assorted buccaneers, Hemlock McGee has asserted that it was I, Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate, that brought about the horrible emotional scars that even now leave poor Miss Pretty Whiskers paralyzed with fear. But I put it to you that it was not your humble defendant who traumatized Hemlock's unfortunate feline, but a far more insidious assailant, the one who's in this very courtroom as I speak. J'accuse Jacques the Monkey.
What? Objection, there's no evidence of monkey play here.
No? Let's ask the victim. See? Miss Pretty Whiskers is up and about and seeking revenge just like a good pirate cat should.
Miss Pretty Whiskers, come back! We'll get our revenge together.
Your Honor, I rest my case.
Mr. Prosecutor!
I almost feel sorry for that poor cat.
Client and evidence just ran out the door. I guess old Stan's gonna have to drop this one.
Good idea. In the case of McGee and Pretty Whiskers versus Threepwood, the Pirate Court of Flotsam finds in favor of the defendant, Guybrush Threepwood.
Come on, Judge, get him with the pox.
Don't make me send the bailiff up there.
I'd like to recall Bosun Krebs to the stand.
Catherine Krebs.
Now remember, darling, you're still under oath.
Aye.
Sleazy judge.
Your Honor, I'd like to introduce this leg lamp into evidence as proof that Bosun Catherine Krebs is lying about her so-called nacho sauce burn.
This proves nothing!
Objection, Your Honor. The scars on this leg-shaped lamp may look like my client's, but who knows how they got there?
I'm glad you asked. So you see, Your Honor, Catherine's distinctive burns were not caused by Club 41's nacho sauce, but by an unlikely combination of scalding fluids found throughout Flotsam Island. Isn't that true, Bosun Krebs?
Answer the question, you she-devil!
It's true. After Guybrush knocked that platter of nachos onto my lap, I saw my chance for revenge and concocted this foolish scheme.
Revenge?
You still don't remember me? The woman whose ship you sunk? Who spent years languishing in prison for your crimes? The woman whose husband you humiliated in that creepy karaoke contest?
Oh, sorry. Drawn a blank. Your Honor, I move that Bosun Catherine Krebs' charge be dropped.
I didn't know there was a voodoo
I got nothing, Your Honor.
Very well.
voodoo
In the
karaoke.
matter of Krebs versus Threepwood, the Pirate Court of Flotsam Island finds in favor of the defendant, Guybrush Threepwood. Knock it off, you lot! Now, let's see here. Cleared? Dropped? Yes. Congratulations, Captain Threepwood. It appears that you have successfully gotten yourself out from under your various civil charges.
Shiver me timbers, Stumpy. I guess I'll be going now.
Hold on, what's this? There appears to be a criminal charge on the other side of this blasted paper.
Huh? Assault with molten nacho cheese isn't criminal? What else is there?
The creation, incubation, dissemination, proliferation, and mastication of a pox or pox-like affliction. A Class 1 felonious act here on Flotsam.
Oh, right.
How do you plead?
Mastication of a pox. Do you know what you're saying there? This is a wonderful pox. It would go well with a nice red wine and a side of rice.
I ate that fox with some fava beans and a knife again.
No, it's not eating. It's actually just the act of chewing. Mastication is just chewing, not actually eating. So he's probably taking the pus from some of the pirates and putting it on a bit of rice with a bit of red wine and just chewing it. Oh, I'm sorry, that image is just now not gonna leave my head for a while.
Not guilty.
On what grounds?
I may have aided in its creation, incubation, dissemination, and proliferation, but mastication? That doesn't even make sense.
Are Are you suggesting that this court doesn't know the meaning of the words it uses?
Yes.
No.
Good!
There is no pox. Everyone's just got the mumps.
Does this look like the mumps to you, Sonny Jim?
Pox isn't so bad. Everyone's tough as nails now and can do neato demon things with their eyes.
It's evil! It made me kill all the grandma! I got boo-boos on me fundament!
Okay, it's pretty bad.
It made me kill all my grandma. What the fuck? Okay, no.
The pox isn't my fault. It's LeChuck's. It all started with the cursed cutlass of Kaflu. Off the Rock of Gelato, LeChuck was doing something evil with monkeys, and I was all brrr. But then LeChuck broke my root beer bottle, and I had to substitute some of the voodoo lady's ingredients, and then LeChuck turned into a human, and all this voodoo went boom, and... well, it's not my fault.
Your Honor, the defendant is hand-waving. And believe me, I know from hand-waving. But seriously, we all know that the cloud of pox vexing this fair island arrived soon after the defendant and his oozing appendage crept upon these shores.
Disgusting it was.
Then, after infecting everyone in sight, the pox cloud magically blew away at exactly the same moment that Guybrush sailed away, stealing Flotsam's only ship, I might add.
I won that ship, fair and square.
Now, Threepwood has returned, and so has the Cloud of Pox. What a coincidence. And yet here he stands concocting fanciful stories of a human LeChuck, voodoo cutlasses, and a so-called Rock of Gelato.
Well, Threepwood, do you have any witnesses to your unlikely tale?
I do. She's... Wonder Bunny.
Rock and gelato.
Avast, ye blubbering belugas! I'm sacking your port! Bring me all your spoils, swags, booty, and boodle!
Lane, less plunder, more money, please.
And you, me bonny lass, step into me captain's quarters and let me ravish you, silly.
boy.
Ah, to finally hold you in me arms again, it makes me want to... What's this? The scent of betrayal? Who is this tawdry wench?
Nobody. No one.
She'll die by me rusty bell!
There goes my witness.
Then she must be summoned. Bailiff, serve the woman immediately.
Yes, sir.
You'd better be using the voodoo summons. That saucy sea hag doesn't look like she be respecting the customs of pirate law.
Aye, aye, sir.
But first, hold the defendant's pox-spreading keister back to the brig.
All right, you. Stay put until I summon your ball and chain.
I wouldn't call her that. She
Ow!
might take exception. What happened to you?
Oh, I'll tell you what happened. Oh, I went to Club 41 to hand this summons to your better half, and she backhanded me right out of the bar. Ugh.
Ouch.
If you want that banshee on the stand, you're gonna have to serve her yourself. I'm gonna go see if the local doctor can fix me jawbone.
What the? Oh, ladies' night.
Guybrush, your wife has lost her mind.
And you're about to lose a limb, you sea cow!
Elaine, sugar cakes, let's stop fighting and work this out over a nice cold light grog.
It's her head or yours, bilge boy!
Or you two can just figure out this little misunderstanding on your own. I'll be over here appreciating my head's ability to stay attached to my neck. A recipe for something called a Fat Island Fuzzy Nostril.
This is just getting weird.
There's nothing left of this buffet but a few scraps of tofanity paste and a light ranch dressing.
How about a towel, sir?
Thanks. Ooh, really needed that.
Oh god.
Ew, what was that? Hey, what's this piece of paper stuck? It's a recipe for a drink called a Tri-Island Tuna Colada. Looks complicated. Hey, Krebs.
What do you want?
You're not upset about the trial, are you?
Why would I possibly
It's the
be
fact that
upset?
it's green and
The fact
yellow.
that I hideously disfigured myself in a quest for long-delayed vengeance, only to have it cruelly snatched away at the last moment.
About your quest for vengeance? I'm afraid I still don't remember you.
You don't remember? How could you forget how you sank me marlin hunting ship off the coast of Snark Island? Or the time you framed me for mopery on Wurtling Shores?
Unless I've taken too many blows to the head, I'm pretty sure I've never been to any of those places or done any of those things.
Well, you may not remember Bosun Catherine C. Krebs, but you can be sure that there'll always be a black mark next to the name of Guybrush Q. Threepwood.
Wait, did you say Guybrush Q. Threepwood?
Aye, and a fouler name never escaped me lips.
But it's the wrong name. I'm Guybrush U. Threepwood.
What?
Yeah, your vendetta must be with the other Guybrush Threepwood. I should have realized. You know, this isn't the first time something like this has happened. I keep getting his mail, too. You're not still upset about the whole hideously scarring your leg in a bid to seek unholy vengeance against the wrong target thing, are you?
I think she is.
It's nice to see one female pirate in this bar isn't a fight-crazed wackadoodle.
Oh, I am. I'm just loading up on carbs before joining the fight. Doesn't pay to have a sugar drop in the middle of one of these things, you know.
Tell me, did it hurt?
Did what hurt?
When you fell out of pirate heaven?
No, but this will.
Stay away from Guybrush, you sea hog!
Yikes!
Just what I always wanted. An ant-infested sack of sugar.
Why would I want a ant-infested sack of sugar?
A bartender's recipe for a Scab Island sling. Seems pretty simple. Judge Grindstump?
Oh, please, no need to be so formal. In here, I'm just plain old W.P. Grindstump, owner and proprietor of Club 41.
Aren't you a little upset that I'm running around free?
Heavens, no! What kind of pirate town would this be if we didn't condone the occasional jailbreak?
What a remarkably progressive attitude.
Besides, it's not as though you can really escape the swinging sword of flotsam justice. What with these blasted winds blowing in again?
Looks like Ladies' Night is picked up a bit.
Picked
cranked up a little too much for my taste. These she-beasts have scared away all me eligible hard-drinking, hard-spending pirate bachelors.
So you're really the owner of Club 41?
Have been ever since I won it from the original owner in a dart tournament a few years back. Poor old guy never knew what hit him.
And by hit him, you mean?
A dart, right in the old noggin.
I've been wondering, why is this place called Club 41 anyway?
You know, I don't rightly know. The last owner never got a chance to tell me before he succumbed to his dart-related injuries.
Barkeep, I'd like to order a drink.
Brilliant! Will you be paying with doubloons, triploons, coupons, or flat-seaming fur shafts?
Actually, I'm a little light right now.
Oh, no problem. I'll start up a tab.
Will? That's so unlike, well, every place I've ever been in my life.
Well, it's not like you're going to skip town on me, am I right?
Set me up with a grogatini, with a twist.
Oh, I'm so sorry. We don't serve grogatinis anymore. The pirates kept gagging on the little porcelain swords.
How about some more of those volcano shots?
Sorry, one per customer.
Barkeep, I'd like to order a drink.
What'll it be?
Can you make one of these?
A Tri-Island Tuna Colada? Arr, that takes me back. I haven't made one of these since I was a bosun under Captain Bo.
But can you make one? I'm really in the mood.
Aye, but it'll take some doing to scrounge up the ingredients.
Take your time. I'll just put this here for safekeeping.
Done! One Tri-Island Tuna Colada. Now I can get back to me darts.
Arr! Libations! Ah, gimme.
Now I'm going to try and get Elaine to stab that.
What do you think you're doing?
Don't ask me. Ask your crazy wife. I'm gonna run you through, you high seas hussy.
Can't you two just work it out over a nice grogatini?
The Guybrush Threepwood is buying me a drink? Over your dead body, trollop. Who are you calling trollop, Schooner Mom?
Oh boy. Ladies, please. There's plenty of Guybrush Threepwood to go around.
Well, that won't be when I'm done with you. Get over yourself, Threepwood.
Yikes. Elaine, you should know that Morgan and I spent a few nights together inside of a manatee.
Inside of a what? You're a dog, Guybrush Threepwood.
Wow, Morgan, you're pretty handy with a sword.
Is that so? What else is she handy with?
Okay, you can't piss her off.
Elaine, Tuckle Bear. Morgan's all bark and no bite.
You want bite? You got it. And I'll throw in the bark for free.
Pissed the wrong one off.
Words getting in the way of my killing.
Honey, you are formally summoned to appear before the court of Judge Grindstump in the case of the people of Flotsam versus Guybrush Threepwood, Mighty Pirate. TM.
Now I know who wears the daddy pants in the relationship. You stay away from my boy's pants, or I'll hang you from my Jolly Roger, you Jezebel! I do. Don't think you can totter around with some tart and not get a fistful of what? She's a catch.
And conveniently not a rotten double-crosser.
I told you I had a job to do.
Sure, just doing your job. Tell me, Aside from all the silver, how are the benefits?
Guybrush.
Do you get health care for the repetitive stress injuries caused by all the backstabbing and cutting off people's hands?
I said I was sorry.
Sorry? I can't pick my left nostril without risking a lobotomy.
What if
What if nothing? Goodbye, Morgan. I've got a wife to cure and an island to save. Mrs. Threepwood.
I don't think anyone would notice if he starts picking his left nostril.
Please tell the court how this horrible pox is all LeChuck's fault.
LeChuck? That stick in the mud wouldn't know a good pox if it kicked him in the fundament. Heck, there wouldn't even be a pox if you'd gone through with the voodoo lady's recipe properly. But no, you had to wave that root beer bottle around like some sort of conquering hero. Oh, look at me! I be Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate! Next thing I know, you're trying to replace root beer with root grog and bam! Pox all over the place. Not that I'm complaining, mind you.
Okay. Honey, why don't you please tell everyone how I've been trying to find a cure for the pox?
Don't you honey me, you two-timing cannon scrubber. I bet all this talk of looking for La Esponja Grande was all plot to spend time canoodling with your little privateering she-slag.
La Esponja Grande, yes, it's right over there, see?
Sure it is.
Could you give the court some idea of what a fine, upstanding pirate your husband is?
Well, let's see. When I first met him, he was breaking into my mansion to steal a statue. Later, after shanghaiing a crew to take him to Monkey Island, he totally failed to rescue me from the evil clutches of the ghost pirate LeChuck, so I had to dress up a couple of monkeys in a bridal gown.
This may have been a bad line of questioning.
Then he left me hanging over a pit while he went looking for the treasure of Big Whoop. I didn't hear from him for 3 years after that. Turned me into a bleeding statue. Left the seat up. Oh, and that's not even mentioning all the times I found myself tied up, manacled, or otherwise incarcerated because of his blithering idiocy!
You're too good for him, love.
Save his belly with a rusty razor.
I'd like a second to think about my next move, Your Honor.
Make it fast! Your character witness is oozing all over my courtroom.
Your Honor, Buccaneers of Flotsam, you all believe that I, Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate, have brought this horrible pox to your shores.
Off with it,
Run him off the
Lead it to
plank.
the jungle beast!
What if I were to tell you that I could tame this unruly witness, prove my good intentions, and begin the process of curing you all of this hideous voodoo pox, all in one fell swoop?
I don't know, but
Lead it to
maybe.
the jungle beast!
Your Honor, I object. Defense is grasping at sponge-shaped straws here.
Denied! But get on with it, Captain. The hangman gets overtime if we keep him up after midnight.
With pleasure, Your Honor. Wenches and pirates, I give you Exhibit S, the wonder of La Esponja Grande.
I thought it'd be bigger.
Now behold, as a simple exfoliating motion of La Esponja Grande washes away the pox, restoring my wife to her usual, mostly pleasant demeanor.
Arr!
Sugar cakes?
Off with his head!
Get that piece of seaweed off me, you deep-sea doily diver!
Does the defense have any other pointless arguments it would like to make?
This is sort of all I got.
Then, by the power vested in me by the put-upon pirates of Flotsam Island, I summarily sentence you to be hanged by your pox-spreading neck until you are right there.
What? Woof.
What is the meaning of this? My name is LeChuck, and I can tell you exactly what Guybrush did.
LeChuck? I thought he was a ghost.
I heard he was a zombie.
Don't listen to him!
You see, Your Honor, the pox is all my fault.
Listen to him!
For decades, I dabbled in the dark forces of voodoo, clamoring for power. I hungered for it. I yearned for it. I pillaged, plundered, and killed for it.
I can attest to all of this.
And it was my accumulated voodoo that infected you all. Dark, evil voodoo that was explosively released when I was once again defeated by the perpetually heroic Guybrush Threepwood.
He's not kidding. I've killed him like 5 times.
So you see, Guybrush Threepwood is not the source of this pox. I am. And I hereby throw myself upon the mercy of this court, or lack thereof.
Off with your head!
But wait, there's more. It turns out I had an unknown silent power urging me down those darkened voodoo corridors. A power far more insidious than I could ever hope to be. I submit to the court this journal, property of quiet up there! The Voodoo Lady.
Ooh, that creepy lady who lives in the shack?
What the what?
In these pages, you will find detailed plans laid out by the Voodoo Lady over the course of many years to manipulate my never-ending rise to power, my hunger for voodoo, my seemingly endless cycle of ironically comical death and disturbing resurrection, my obsession with the darling Elaine. It's all because of her.
Off with her head!
Lead him to the jungle beast!
Can't be true. Can it?
Order! Order! I hereby call for the release of Guybrush Threepwood and the immediate imprisonment of LeChuck and the Voodoo Lady! To the brig with both of them!
I bet it's up to me eye patch with all this land-loving lollygagging. I'm off to plunder me some treasure.
Don't worry about me, my friend. Go cure your wife.
Well, I'm finally free, but now my pox-crazed wife is nowhere to be found. A mad scientist is hunting her for who knows what reason, and the legendary voodoo sponge that was supposed to cure her has turned out to be useless. Under normal circumstances, I'd ask the voodoo lady for help, but she's sitting in the jail cell next to my archenemy, who may or may not be my best friend, after it's been revealed that she's been the secret power behind most of my travails over most of my life as a pirate. Maybe I should have been a beekeeper like my Uncle Sid.
Guybrush Threepwood, beekeeper.
Threepwood, we must talk.
You darn Skippy.
Hello, Threepwood.
I'll be back.
Yep.
You sent me on a wild albatross chase for La Esponja Grande and promised me it would cure the pox. But after fending off sexually ambiguous merpeople, a giant manatee, and your crazy ex-boyfriend, what do I get for my trouble? This sorry excuse for a kitchen sponge.
La Sponja.
Ah, I noticed you strategically left out the Grande from this worthless piece of junk. Once it cured my piddly leftover pox, it didn't have enough mojo left to cure Elaine.
It's not worthless. It is merely young. It must be brought to maturity in order to reach its voodoo-absorbing potential.
What to maturity? How am I supposed to do that? Give it a talk about the sponge birds and sponge bees?
Like all infants, La Esponja needs nourishment. It must be fed 6 special voodoo courses to bring it to adult size.
What sort of meal is that?
A feast for the senses. The menu, Threepwood. Take it, and serve the sponge a meal unlike any other.
And then?
It will grow.
Hey, neat! There's a map of the Flotsam Jungle on the cover. No more listening to bees and birds and boars for this mighty pirate.
Okay, I need Stan's jacket. I think that's got something to do with the jungle beast. I think I need a hammer or something. The main course will cause quite a flap. 6 cents. So it's probably that thing there. small something that's shocking. No idea what that is. And something sound. So I need to get Stan's jacket.
Stan! Threepwood! No hard feelings over all those various civil and criminal charges?
Water under the bridge.
Great.
A bridge with a fast-talking shyster/salesman dangling from it. Still trying to make a buck on my recently cleared name?
Nah, I sold all that junk to that Doro sap. I moved on to the next trial of the century. Flotsam Island versus LeChuck and the Voodoo Lady.
How are sales going now?
Great! People can't get enough of the Voodoo Lady's murky moral ambiguity, mysterious unexplored backstory, and her ample...
La 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 la, I'm not listening, la la la.
...voodoo charms. And as for LeChuck, well, let's just say the lady pirates love a tale of redemption. A whole bad boy made good angle.
Ah. Have the Voodoo Lady and LeChuck been put on trial yet?
Have they? It's the trial of the century.
Wait, I thought I was the trial of the century.
Hello, Zimbum. There you go.
News, Threepwood.
So, what kind of case are you building against LeChuck and the Voodoo Lady?
Oh, I'm not prosecuting them. I'm defending them.
What? Why?
Why do I do anything, Threepwood?
Oh, I saw you were hosting.
Money, pieces of 8, filthy lucre. That Voodoo Lady babe is loaded. Funny thing though, she only let me take the case if I defend LeChuck too.
I was sort of having my
Funny
mouth
like
full
a
or something. That's why I said I didn't actually bother saying it yet. But thanks for the host anyway.
I don't suppose you'd be willing to sell me your eye-bending jacket.
Give up my jacket? That'd be like Samson getting a buzz cut, or King Arthur losing Excalibur, or Bluebeard dyeing himself blonde.
And how are you tonight anyway?
Without my jacket, my salesman mojo would wither away faster than a hothouse.
Enjoy your drinks. Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
Ooh, that's a maybe?
But if you are, don't get caught.
Sure you don't want to sell me your pupil-defying jacket? It's for a good cause.
This jacket stays with Stan until it literally falls off my back, Threepwood.
Okay, somehow I need to get his jacket off it.
Have you seen my wife?
Have I? That crazy sea devil hit me up for one of my patented and perfectly passable porcelain power pirate treasure maps before hightailing it for the jungle. If we're lucky, that thing will keep her going around in circles for weeks.
What was that? Huh. Something sure shoved a short sword up his aft sail.
I wonder if I get Jacques back.
What the? Morgan!
Jacques
What
did it.
happened?
Went to get your hand.
You didn't have to do that.
Had to pay you back for all the trouble. Found Jacques. He told me.
What?
He told me.
What? What did the monkey tell you? Lepidoptera flotzimus accelerus. Like many of its more common cousins, the sharp-toothed flotsam island moth has a penchant for noshing on articles of clothing. Where
So I need to
Flotzimus
find them.
accelerus differs is in the pain of its bites, which can be quite annoying, and the rapidity of its meals. A swarm of flotsam moths can strip a man down to his undergarments in mere seconds, assuming the notoriously finicky moths approve of his wardrobe, of course. This must have been broken in the fight between Morgan and DeSinge. I hope the bowl escaped. I could try to mix up those chemicals, but I'd probably just end up exploding. And not in the funny way. It's locked.
Well, the hook's worked every other time. Yep.
Oh no. This is where the Marquis keeps all the severed limbs of the pirates he's operated on. Hey, you never know when a sack of severed legs is gonna come in handy. Or footy, as the case may be. Sorry.
So that's to do with the jungle beast.
Did DeSinge murder you too?
No.
It looks like DeSinge is using my hand to make something called the jus de vie. A Vacalian wind control device? What is that creep doing with it now?
So
It's broken. Auto trepanation helmet. Ow! What? My thumb! God, that blah.
so
Ow! What the?
right, I'm sure that 4 probes into your brain can shrink you.
Ow!
So I got a shrinking one.
Ah! I'm blind! Phew.
So I've obviously got to numb my tongue for something.
Ow!
Welcome back. I'm randomly pushing buttons.
Help?
One numbs your tongue, the other one shrinks you, another one turns everything black but your eyes, another one reverses the screen.
That doesn't look good.
Zim just came in and hosted me for her 3 viewers, and has now gone off for drinkies.
Nice.
Hi there, Double Peg. Ah, how's Miss Barfy Whiskers doing?
What? Barfy Whiskers? For the last time, you dancing dunce! Her name is Miss Pretty Whiskers!
Have you seen my wife?
I tore through here like a cat out of hell, off into the jungle.
See ya.
So I somehow have to find those moths.
$18, $19, $20, and X marks the... hands on that plaid-coated scallywag, I'm gonna rip off his waving arms and beat him to a briny pulp with them. What are you looking at?
The secret to eternal life. Le spectre de Grand César!
Doesn't look like Elaine's in any immediate danger. Hopefully she won't commit any unforgivable atrocities before I finish enlarging my pox-curing sponge.
Pistol Livery's journal. Despite repeated efforts to lace bait with tracking elements, Beast's spore remains indistinguishable from jungle floor. Oh, if only the beast left a path as bright as flotsam beautiful jungle fireflies. Wait, what's that smell? Okay, I need to do something with the fireflies. But that's not till the next one. Okay, that's the well. I'll soon want to put a leg on there.
Alas, poor hemlock. I knew it, this limb, a leg of infinite toe jam, of most excellent thigh cheese. It hath borne its owner's creaking frame 1,000 times, and now how clammy and gross within my grasp it wriggles. Oh well, soup's on. Uh-oh.
Ew.
Maybe you put the fake leg there.
We've replaced our usual fleshy sacrifice with a clever simulacrum. Let's see if the jungle gods notice.
Maybe not.
What in the name of Bluebeard's hair dye?
Hey, no poaching. I have called dibs.
I think I may be lost. Shouldn't there be a creepy voodoo shack right about there?
There was, until they came to arrest that pox-spreading voodoo lady.
What happened?
First came the flames. Poor Senor Nipperkin went up like St. Elmo's fire. Then she emerged from the conflagration, mumbling ancient curses with every regal step. I never forget the baleful stare she fixed me with as she was led away. A look condemning me to a lifetime of suffering, shame, and regret.
Spooky.
And if that wasn't bad enough, I haven't found one bit of cool voodoo stuff in the wreckage. Come on!
Mob justice can be so unfair.
Well, I found the moths.
Looks like the light of the shack's embers has attracted a swarm of jungle moths. That probably explains what happened to the voodoo lady's rug. Even when it's burned to the
St.
ground,
Elmo's
the
fire.
voodoo lady's shack is still creepy.
Okay. Try lights on the moths.
Whoa! Uh-oh. Looks like these finicky moths won't eat a jacket that's encrusted with bacon grease, fish water, and manatee guts. Lucky me.
Let's see if I can get Stan into...
Stan,
Guybrush, old pal.
Go get him,
all right,
Moss.
little fellas, check out these high-def duds. Well, that's just great. The lamp's dead. Well, at least Stan's sign is keeping the moths from returning to the jungle.
Hey there, youngster. I know you're curious about the behind-the-scenes working of Stan's Courtroom Emporium, but I'm afraid I'm gonna have to ask you to step away from the door.
Why?
Because that's where Stan works his magic, kid. It's where my dreams become reality. And some of my realities become dreams.
So it's where you're sleeping.
Yeah, but only until this souvenir business picks up.
Stan,
Guybrush, old pal.
so what kind of case are you building?
Oh, I'm not prosecuting.
What? Why?
Why do I do anything, Threepwood? Money, pieces of 8, filthy lucre. That voodoo lady babe is loaded. Funny thing though, she only let me take the case if I defend LeChuck too.
Funny like a peg leg. What kind of souvenirs could you possibly be making out of the voodoo lady and LeChuck?
Oh, ye of little faith. Feast your eyes on the all-new People vs. LeChuck and the Voodoo Lady collection.
What's this?
It's a little decorative pin I've whipped up.
Trial of the Century 2. Electric Voodoo Loop.
We're still working on a title.
What's that one?
That's our Cursed Cutlass of Cthulhu LeChuck doll. Press the button for its special transforming glow.
What's happening?
It's a little bright.
Yeah, we're still working out a few kinks.
Okay,
Hey,
that's
now
how you get
what's
it.
This, a fuzzy flying fan club? Ah! Hey, knock it off, you nutty nibblers! That hurts! Sweet fancy Moses! Ow! 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 Ouch! Well, that was one heck of an experience, eh, Threepwood? It's a good thing old Stan always keeps a few spare jackets in the back office, or I'd be defending my clients in the All Together. Say, that's not a bad idea. Stan S. Stanman, naked attorney at law. You've got nothing to hide, and neither does he. No time to chat, Threepwood. I've got business cards to print.
Stan S. Stanman.
Sweet.
Okay, that's the first course.
You know, when I dreamed of becoming a mighty pirate, I never imagined that one day I'd be tying eye-popping napkins around the non-existent necks of mystical sponges.
Maybe a bit of sugar water, because that attracts the fireflies. That's if it works like number 3. Only place with water would be the well. Let's have a look. One well.
Well.
Yep.
Jungle fireflies, nature's little spotlights.
Since I did that, I knew what I had to do.
That doesn't need to be illuminated.
Okay, so looks like it's the real eggs.
The fireflies are attracted to the sugar water on the leg. Fascinating. And just a little nauseating.
I'm glad they rendered the hairy legs. It would be wrong if they didn't have hairy legs rendered properly. Let's see if this
I don't know
works.
about mythical jungle beasts, but I always prefer my ritual sacrifices to be slathered in sugar water.
Yep, there's the fireflies.
At last, I've lost that she-devil.
Ouch, that's gotta hurt. Serves him right, though. Still, I'd better finish feeding the sponge before Elaine hurts someone I actually care about. The mighty pirate hunter tracks his prey via his distinctive firefly-attracting spoor.
Okay.
That's the legendary jungle beast of Flotsam Island? That poor little flesh-eating stink bomb looks like he's in a world of pain. Oh, look at that. The poor hideous flesh-eating plant has a smelly, rotting lion's paw caught in its teeth. Thorns. Hold still, little buddy. I'll get that nasty old hunk of meat out from you. Yikes!
Well, he likes legs, so let's try that.
Here, boy. Ooh, that looks uncomfortable. But at least he's not snapping at me anymore.
Yeah.
Don't worry, you freakish little abomination. Dr. Guybrush will make it all better. Gotcha! Eesh, you! That is by far the foulest thing I've ever smelled in all my years of pirating. And that's coming from a guy who's just spent a few days inside a giant manatee.
Well, there's the smell.
Come on, little sponge. Eat the nice, smelly antipasta. That's a good sponge.
That's just sad. Antipasta. Okay, I need to find something that hits you like a mallet. I have an idea.
I better fold this up before I put it in my pocket.
There was something in the Club 41.
Guess they decided to put the rug inside after it was clean. Are you pirate enough to take the Fugu Jalokia challenge? Fugu Jalokia. Seems pretty harmless. Hey, WP.
Captain Threepwood, what can I do you for?
Tell me about this Fugu Jalokia challenge.
Ah, a connoisseur of peculiar culinary delights, are we?
Yes?
Then you surely
That's probably
have
what I
heard
have to
of Fugu
numb my tongue
Jalokia,
for.
the hottest pepper in this world or the next.
Oh, that Fugu Jalokia.
I acquired that specimen of the Fugu pepper many years ago from a three-legged bandit named Ort, winning it from him when I was able to place me tongue on the pepper for 10 entire seconds.
How eccentric.
Since that tongue-destroying day, I vowed to pass on the pepper to the first pirate who can successfully put his tongue on the Fugu Jalokia for 11 seconds.
Well, go numb my tongue, then come back.
Ouch!
And there's the shock. I didn't think the shock would be that easy. I had to find something else.
What was the shock all about?
It's the fourth
What
course.
happened to Morgan's body?
So I've got to get the thing that hits like a hammer, which I think that is the Fugu Jalokia. But first
So
I
that
got
would
to.
definitely cleanse your palate.
Well, it says it's something that hits like a hammer.
What?
And I know some very hot peppers are referred to as being hit by a hammer. So numb my tongue and see if I can get it. And see what that does with it.
That. Blah. I can't pick up hot manatee oil with my bare hands.
Okay, so I need to numb my tongue again, because I'll totally chuck.
LeChuck!
Guybrush!
I would have bet my good hand I'd never say this, but thank you
For what? I've caused you nothing but despair.
for taking the fall back there, and for exposing the voodoo lady. I don't know what to make of any of it, but now I can focus on saving Elaine and dealing with the pox.
It is the very least I could do. But be careful, Guybrush.
I'm always careful.
This from the guy who proposed to his wife with a cursed engagement ring you stole from my hold?
Is that a dig? Is the evil demon pirate LeChuck developing a sense of humor? This is weird. Where have you been? I thought you were with Elaine.
Well, after leaving Spinner Cave, Elaine and I set out to finish releasing all those monkeys I'd captured. After we were finished releasing the last of them, Elaine caught wind of your trial, went into a poxed rage, seized a passing clam schooner, and made a beeline for Flotsam Island.
That's my girl.
Needless to say, I took my own vessel and headed after her. But in the middle of the night, my ship was sunk by a rogue wave. I was washed up on an island of cannibals, from whom I deftly escaped, using many of the self-same skills you taught me back on the Jerkbait Islands.
You know, it's amazing how easily man-eating tribes can be reasoned with.
Knowing I needed to get here more than ever, I lashed together a few bits of cannibal leftovers and warthog sinew to build a makeshift raft. Unfortunately, that was soon eaten by the sharks.
Oh no!
So I swam. I swam as fast as I could for 3 days.
And arrived just in time to save me from the gallows. Nicely done, buddy. Kudos to your swim instructor.
I was fueled by the fire of our budding friendship.
I can't believe the voodoo lady has been pulling your ghostly / demonic strings all these years.
It came as a shock to me as well. But her diary spells it all out. You, me, Elaine, we're all part of the voodoo lady's malevolent plans.
Malevolence is in the eye of the beholder, Guybrush Threepwood. I know this is difficult to understand, but things are not as they seem.
No, things seem remarkably convoluted, which is what I've come to expect from you.
I've always had your best interests at heart.
Well, what about my interests? Without your meddling, I could have lived a normal, happy pirate's life.
Ha! The destiny of LeChuck has never been normal.
How about the mountain of ice on the roller coaster of the dam? She was behind that?
Especially that.
I risked life, limb, and manatee to get La Esponja Grande, and it's a puny, worthless lump.
What?
Soak up the gargantuan wonder that is La Esponja Grande.
That is La Esponja Grande? But wasn't it supposed to hold infinite amounts of voodoo?
I know. What a crock.
The size of the sponge is meaningless. It is what you do with it that matters.
Right.
Why, you fight like a...
So, Miss Spooky Pants gave me this menu which will supposedly put more grande in my esponja.
Excellent!
You wanna put some of your newfound deductive reasoning to the test and help me figure out what I need for the menu?
I'd give my beard to be able to help you, but I'm afraid my pirate mind is not fit for such things.
It explains why after all these years you still allowed me to get within a nautical mile of you with a bottle of voodoo root beer. Sit tight, buddy. Once I save Elaine, you're next.
Don't worry about me.
After 4 games of the LeChuck was the bad guy, now the voodoo lady's the bad guy.
Yeah, I didn't see that one coming.
No! But why is the voodoo lady still helping? Unless she was actually harvesting LeChuck for her voodoo.
What? My thumb!
That would sort of make sense if she was actually using LeChuck as a voodoo battery. That's might be why she wanted the cutlass after you're done with it. They got very upset that it was released. Well, it would make sense.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, that sound does not sound good.
Well, bust my balustrades. Well done, Captain Threepwood. You've conquered the Fugu Jalokia and have won the right to keep it as your own.
I love a clean living and a healthy Probably got permanent colossal damage, but it was totally worth it to get my hook on that pepper.
Okay, so that might be the right one. Yep.
Good thing the sponge doesn't have a tongue, or I'd be dunking it in the ocean right about now.
It'd probably dry out the ocean. Okay. No, it's the map one.
Well, that's odd. It's like a whole new map now.
Okay. So if we go to purple. Okay, entrance right. Then fiddle when it was there. On the upside is it's taking me a lot longer than it does for the other ones. Because I fucking... At least I can figure these out easy enough. Mind you, I've been playing these sort of games for years, so... yeah.
I'm just along for the ride. I haven't seen any of the new Monkey Islands since the original, so...
Well, I've got 1, 2, 3. I was going to put 4 up, but I can't get that one working. And I've got the first 3 chapters, and I'm going to put this one up when I'm done. And do the 5th one later on. Now... if I change that... Now I go south to the green in the north.
That's weird. This whole idol is under one of Crimp Digit's unbreakable glass bottles.
Now if I unfold it. That will give me to the question mark.
The mysterious chest of foreshadowing from the Voodoo Lady's shack. Who knows what sort of useful voodoo bric-a-brac lurk in its locked timbers? Even more importantly, how am I going to unlock it to find out?
Well, it's worked on everything else, so...
Let's see. What do I have now that I didn't have the last time I tried to open this chest? Ow! Stupid hook! Oh, it can't be that easy. The Voodoo Lady's tarot cards? That's it? I bent the fabric of reality for a stupid fortune teller's trick?
Okay, that was cool.
Okay, that's a pretty good trick.
But we found the Sixth Sense. That means we can give him that.
Hopefully these flakes of the future will give La Esponja a sixth sense that'll help keep me from getting into situations like this.
Now I need... No, there's the shocking one. That's Club 41 to get shocked by the carpet again.
That was definitely a nice visual effect.
Mm. I was actually expecting it to zoom in, not go out.
Ouch!
Okay, need to do something else with that.
Whoa!
You thought as much. But I don't see him wearing wool socks.
Whoa! Whoa! Tingly. Well, hey, what's this? Ah, so that was the shocking dessert. Ouch! Alright, Senor Esponja Not So Grande. That's 5 senses down and 1 to go. Now, where can I find a really big sound for an after-dinner belch?
Gee, thanks for the
There's
answer.
only one thing on Flotsam Island that can make a noise like that.
Oh, more moss.
Face me like a man, you snuff-sniffing land licker!
You heard the lady to singe.
Guybrush, get out of here and find your own treasure! This one's mine!
Ah, the happy Threepwood pirate clan. Whatever shall I do now? Oh, I know.
Oh, clam dip.
I can't believe I ever married a dullard like you.
You know, once I cure you of the pox that's making you say all these mean things, you're gonna owe me a lot of smoochies.
I wouldn't smooch you with his lips, cabin boy.
I hate to break up this portrait of domestic bliss, but I've got some last-minute adjustments to make to my machinery before preparing the charming Madame Threepwood for her journey into scientific history.
Don't worry, Buttercup. Once I get La Esponja Grande into that noisy doohickey, our trouble will be over.
Yes. Well, please try to keep it down, no?
At least I hope so.
Ah.
What's this? An airborne porifera?
Hey, give that back!
And risk tainting my moment of triumph with your tedious voodoo falderal? I don't think so.
Moment of triumph?
Oui, using my harpsichronoton, I have discovered the unique harmonic frequency that allows me to pulverize matter into a fine powder and spread it across the seas. Observe!
It's me, Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate. It's me. First of all, thanks. That thing was really starting to scrape my scabbard. Second, you're crazy if you think you're gonna get me in there. Okay, crazier.
You? I don't want you. It's your wife's molecules I need to smear across the seas.
I'd like to see you try, you wuss.
Why her?
Because of her pox, you dolt! She's got the same unique strain of the pox that you once had. The same one that was flowing through your amazing hand. The same one that I've distilled into my amazing jus de vie.
Lefty!
Unfortunately, a single hand can only provide enough of this Threepwood strain to produce a few meager drams of my jus de vie. Even if I were to drain your beloved to the bone, I would only gain a few piddling firkins of the juice.
Give you some piddling firkins!
No. If I want a perpetual strain of the jus de vie, every pirate in the world must be exposed to the Threepwood strain. Now, Madame Threepwood, if you'll hold still for a moment, I'll try to make this as painless as possible.
How nice. But I won't.
Oh! Oh! Behold the power of this jus de vie!
Hey, Elaine.
What?
My hand is Desinge's only source of jus de vie. If you cut it off his turban, he'll be a lot easier to kill.
What do you think I've been trying to do, you balmy half-wit?
While you're flailing away at Desinge, do you think you could knock that sponge out of my severed hand?
The only place this sword is going is through this snuff-sniffer's gizzard.
Hang in there, sweetie.
Yeah, that won't work.
More eviscerating, sweetie.
You're doing the wrong if you're trying to eviscerate him.
Hey, the monkey.
What?
You'll never get past my wife's sword, you know. I once saw her hold off a horde of angry Rotarians with nothing more than a penknife and a feather duster.
Impressive. But unless they were invulnerable Rotarians fueled by my incredible jus de vie, there's really no comparison. Soon she will tire, and her pox will be mine to spread across the four corners of the earth.
I'll spread you to the four corners.
Go!
Okay, so I need to get the moss down to him somehow.
I assume that these idols under glass are your doing?
Oui, using a complex series of powerful unbreakable vacuum tubes and my own incredible machinery, I've centralized the control of the Vecalian wind control device to this relatively compact oxychronotron.
Desinge is gonna use that contraption to pulverize my sweet patootie. What's that?
That is a bucket of water.
Morning, Goo. How you going? Okay. Okay, let's try this.
Oh, what the heck? Sweet.
Ah, shiny.
Maybe I'll throw the pepper at him.
Hey, Boo!
What?
No.
No. Okay, that worked.
What in the world? Oh, shoot!
Now I need to get her to stop that
Sing
again.
song.
What?
Once you're done pulverizing my wife, any chance I could get my hands on some of that jus de vie? Nothing personal, honey. It's just that you look kind of done for, and invulnerability could come in really handy in my line of work.
I'll show you who's done for.
Then get some moss down.
What now? My turban! No! You, shoot! Oh, get away from me, you nasty little pest! No!
What's the matter with him?
Without my hand to supply him with more jus de vie, all those wounds you've been inflicting are starting to catch up with him.
Ugh. Oh, get back here, you naughty little hand! I have you now, my pretty.
Nice one, hand.
That would be an
Here to
unpleasant
help
way to
with these
go.
locks? Guess that was a little too much to ask. At least I've got the sponge back, though.
Okay, let's see if he can shoot it this time.
Well, that was a little anticlimactic. Whoa! Now that's an Esponja Grande! But how will I use it to cure... win! Hold on!
Guybrush?
Elaine, are you all right?
I think so. But how did I get here and why does my mouth taste like coleslaw?
It's a long story. I'll tell you all about it once we figure out how to get out of these stupid clamshells.
Leave everything to me, my friends.
LeChuck, my new best pal. How'd you get out of jail?
Oh, the guard was more than happy to release me once I convinced him that it was the only way to win Elaine's hand in unholy matrimony.
Wait, unholy what?
Unholy this!
Guybrush!
Elaine?
Okay, the Chuck's still the bad guy.
Guybrush!
The Chuck! Ah, this name shouting is jolly good fun.
Is that you, Mother? I washed my hands.
I knew it all along. With or without all that voodoo, you're still nothing but an evil sack of scum.
Correction, my sweet. I'm an evil sack of scum who's about to plunder the grandest treasure in all creation. But I'd be willing to share my booty if you catch me drift.
What?
Oh, come now, my love. You can't deny what we've shared these past few weeks. The chummy camaraderie, the kind words, the stolen glances. I know you've developed feelings for me. Join me as my demon bride, and together we'll lay a bloody siege to the very heart of voodoo itself.
What the fuck is gonna happen in the next one?
Well, you can't say I didn't try. Looks like we'll be doing this with all that voodoo.
Unless she plays
Elaine?
Elaine next chapter.
Do me a favor.
Ah, that be the stuff.
Anything.
Kick his two-faced butt for me.
From Melee to Monkey and all the islands in between, my love.
Aren't you dead yet? I've got wedding plans to make. Out of respect for the newly deceased, I feel I should point out that you wave your sword like a dairy farmer.
How appropriate. You fight like a pox-infected undead cow.
I'm guessing you're playing as Elaine next game. Unless they're gonna put you as Winslow. Oh, well, I'll find out later after I've done the cleaning up. I was not expecting that. Maybe if it was chapter 5 and that happened, it would just be, okay, they're doing another game, or that's the end of the entire thing, but there's still another chapter to go.
That was good. Good ending.
Well, I've got some cleaning up to do after I always let the credits play, so that way at least the people who did it have the credits at the end of the movies.
Right.
And I believe it's polite, because these are the people that actually did the hard work.
They did a good job.
Yeah.
It was entertaining, laugh, cry.
It doesn't help that I had my own little commentary to it, but...
More feels than a Pixar movie.
Not really. Pixar's are pretty good, especially Up.
Yeah. The opening scenes from
Up was amazingly... No dialogue. It was just all graphic, but right in the feels.
I'm telling you, it took the feels and it just went out.
I'm still curious about what they're going to do of the next chapter. But I can't keep playing, otherwise I won't be able to get done what I need to get done today.
Did you hear about the the kid that's going to be getting a job for either Pixar or Disney. Because
No.
of the animated short that he did.
No, I didn't hear about that.
He wrote a... let me see if I can find that animated short for you.
Is it as good as getting a pie in the face?
It's right in the feels.
I can't believe the guy just walked up with that gruff look on his face and just went. I should read more about what the hell happened there, just to find out why did that guy did a cream pie in the mush. I do admit the credits of the third one was best because it had Murray doing the commentary. If you go to the one I put up on YouTube, you can actually skip all the way to the end and enjoy the commentary. Goo was trying to get a bunch of people to go to my YouTube channel and subscribe, but he failed! Yes! Oh shit, I just realized there are probably people in the other people in the channel enjoying this. I gotta remember that I'm actually streaming every time I say that. It's just, shut up, Beamsy, you're going to get yourself into trouble.
Well, there you go, Beans. You get yourself into trouble with some Pixar level feels.
I'm just glad Girly hasn't actually tried to pedal both my Twitch and YouTube yet.
Yeah. Click on the one that's on the right side, the one that says official.
Like I said, I'm still recording this, and all this is going off onto YouTube.
Oh, okay.
When all this is done, then I'll actually do that. Because there's also usually something after the end of the credits. That's the two reasons. Well, the two reasons I do it. One, mostly so the people who actually did the amazing job get their thanks, so people know who did it. And two, because there's usually something after the credits.
Right.
I might actually do the last one tonight and then put it up there as well.